I definitely enjoyed myself, and here's why. Let's get into a concert recap of Dwele's headline show in London at Electric Brixton.
So without further ado, all the way from Detroit, Electric Brixton, make some noise for Dwele!
Dwele opened with Papa Yo. Oh my gosh, why does saying that in a British accent feel so disgusting? But he came out so smooth with it, mug in hand, oozing confidence, and I absolutely loved the arrangement. Shout out to McNasty. He is one of the GOATs in this musical direction space. So I was March the 14th, 2026 years old when I discovered that Dwele's song I'm Cheating was about the same girl. He made sure to point that out during the performance. It said something along the lines of, you know, the song is about the same girl, right? And a lot of people responded, yeah, and me. I did not know. I felt so dumb. You know, like when everyone is getting something in class and then you're the only one who's like, I don't get it. I felt like that. But I'm glad I knew the meaning of that song, because you can listen to that and think, whoa, this song is crazy. I love the way Dwele was talking to the crowd with the band playing in the background, and then the way A Pimp's Dream just started playing. It was everything. He also got the crowd involved, telling us to clap our hands.
So ladies, you gotta be everything for your man. Sometimes you gotta be as freak in the sheets, but you know you gotta be the lady in the streets, right? It's not just for the ladies to do. The fellas gotta get involved too, those fellas. Sometimes you gotta take her out somewhere special, like, I don't know, a Dwele show. About to get a little pimpy here. I need them hand claps, y'all. Come on.
The groove in this song is just incredible. The band were giving me life.
This super fly, how can I decline? I can't, no way. If this is dreaming, I don't wanna be.
Free as a Bird is such a tune, and during this performance, Dwele showcased his incredible keys playing. McNasty was giving me life throughout Dwele's performance of Hold On. You can just tell that the music lives within him, and he just looks like he's having the best time up there, and the passion is just insane. Dwele talked about how he would do jazz cafe shows, and it got me thinking, I wonder if venue managers get annoyed about that. Like, are they like, why are you mentioning other venues up in my venue? Akin to how, imagine if you're with someone, you're dating someone, and you go out and they talk about the last time they were at this place was with their ex and they had the best time, or someone that you don't like and they had the best time and they just can't stop going on about them and complimenting them. Like, do they get pissed off? Or is it like a all love thing? Like, all the venues, do they support each other? Is it all love? But I feel like Dwele saved himself when he mentioned the fact that we're in Brixton now.
Oh, I usually used to come, do a jazz cafe in Camden Lock, right? I know y'all was coming out to that. Brixton used to represent, but now we actually in Brixton. This is cracking. This is Brixton, right? Okay, yeah. Now we in Brixton. What's good?
Dwele's performance of I Think I Love You was a vibe. I loved how he interacted with the crowd and how him and his background vocalist were moving around together. And yeah, like essentially serenading us. And I was gassed when he started performing to me and the people around me. Like, that is definitely a moment that I will never forget.
Everything about you is so
I've posted a longer clip on my socials, so if you haven't seen that, you can check it out. Dwele performed a cover of Be Thankful for What You've Got, which I wasn't a fan of. My favourite version of that song is Omar and Erykah Badu's Be Thankful. Like, no one can top that for me, I don't think.
But just remember, brothers and sisters, you can still stand tall.
To the person whose phone this was, I'm sure this was a very iconic moment for them. He had that phone out for time. When I clocked that Dwele was playing Know Your Name, I got so gassed. I love that song so much. And I always envision like an iconic line dance visual when I hear that song.
I need some finger snaps, some hand claps by right here.
Dwele was having some wardrobe malfunctions with his suspenders, but he kept it cool. I love how Dwele, his BV, and the band took us on a musical journey, reflecting different genres across different parts of the States, and he involved the crowd. We were singing along. He was getting us to shout out, different parts of the States that we wanted them to represent. So like East Coast, West Coast, South, Midwest, etc. When he performed Ain't No Fun If the Homies Can't Have None, I was thinking I haven't heard this song in a minute, and then I remembered it's because I cancelled that song because the subject matter is crazy. As someone who was born in East London, I was one of the people in the crowd consistently shouting out East, and it turns out that what they did for the East Coast was actually my favourite. It was such a vibe.
I like cause they don't get named there, more penetration unless it knobs, I turn like doorknobs, hawk throb, black and ugly as ever, however I stay.
I love how Dwele explained what flapjacks meant in the States and his knowledge of what it is in the UK before performing the song.
Oats bar? Yeah, but over in the States, it means something, fluffy and round and sticky. You understand what I'm saying? So it was a little disconnect when I came over and did this song for the first time, but I believe y'all understand what we're talking about now. So let's go ahead and do it for the people.
Dwele blessed us with his trumpet playing and sounded incredible. Dwele's performance of I Understand was probably my favourite from the whole night. I feel like it's where he sounded vocally the best, where his background vocalist sounded vocally the best as well. And I love the arrangement of the song. I love the melody. It's just a really nice vibe. And I don't think I knew that song before the show, so it made me go on a rabbit hole and listen to that whole album where that song is featured on as well. It's a vibe.
I understand that leaving him may create a broken man.
I love how Dwele took the time to give the band members and his background vocalist the chance to shine. The standouts for me were McNasty and Gio. Their playing was incredible. The bass wasn't loud enough for me. Bass is one of my favourite instruments, and I hate when it's not loud at concerts. But they're all talented musicians. But yeah, as I said, the standouts for me were McNasty and Gio. Dwele also asked the band to say their name in a sexy voice, where they're from, and their star sign. Can you guess what star sign everyone is? Then Dwele got up close and personal with us. It felt like a party. I love how he came into the crowd. He really created a memorable experience for us. Overall, Dwele had many ingredients of a great live show: great charisma, great storytelling, great crowd interaction, great musical direction. He showcased various musical skill sets that he has. My only critique would be that the live vocal from him and the background vocalist wasn't the best, and Dwele's live vocal didn't match his recorded music. But I think it's a thing where his voice has changed with age. Let me know your thoughts of the show in the comments. I would love to hear your opinions.
It hurts to touch, it burning my pimple.